Popularly dubbed as Fenômeno, or his nickname R9 because of his jersey number he used to wear at almost all the clubs he played for, Ronaldo is widely considered as one of the greatest players of all time. A multifunctional striker who brought a new dimension to the position, Ronaldo has been the influence for a generation of strikers that have followed. Ronaldo won FIFA World Player of the Year 3 times and winning 2 Ballon d'Or awards. So what really happened to Ronaldo? Hey guys, welcome to Off the Pitch, a channel that talks more about your sports personality. So make sure to subscribe, smash that like button and share with your friends and watch more Off the Pitch content.
Ronaldo, yes you can! Ronaldo! Oh, it's come off guard! Ronaldo! Brazil are in front! It's Ronaldo!
Ronaldo was born Ronaldo Luís Nazário de Lima in September of 1976 in Rio de Janeiro to Nelio Nazário de Lima and Sonia dos Santos Barata. He grew up with 2 other siblings, being the 3rd child. His parents separated when he was 11 years old and Ronaldo would drop out of school shortly afterwards to pursue a career in football. Side note kids, stay in school. Ronaldo played on the streets of Bento Ribeiro, a suburb in Rio de Janeiro, and according to his mother he was always playing football when instead he was supposed to be in school.
Based.
At the age of 12, he joined Social Ramos futsal team, and it is here he led the city's youth league in terms of goals, scoring a record 166 goals in the first season, which included 11 of his team's 12 goals in a single game.
He's just built different!
Ronaldo has credited futsal for developing his skills in football. His coach at Social Ramos said what was special about Ronaldo was his attitude. It was as if he had come from the moon. Nothing disturbed him, nothing overawed him, nothing threw him off his game. Ronaldo was spotted by Jorginho, who was coaching São Cristóvão, who then helped him join the youth team, setting him on his footballing journey. Under Alfredo Sampaio, Ronaldo progressed rapidly, featuring for the club's under-17 and under-20 teams while he was only 15 years old. Ronaldo was then signed by Brazilian agents Reinaldo Pita and Alexandre Martins at the age of 13, stating that they saw right away that he could be something different than most players. Recognizing Ronaldo as a child prodigy, Jorginho recommended Ronaldo, now 16, to his former club Cruzeiro.
Menino Ronaldo.
93-94 Cruzeiro. Ronaldo caught the attention of clubs such as Botafogo and Sao Paulo, but ultimately accepted a deal from Cruzeiro. In his youth team debut, he scored 4 goals and would make his professional debut on the 25th of May 1993 against Caldense in the Minas Gerais State Championship. It's on the 7th of November 1993 that Ronaldo grabbed the attention of the public, scoring 5 goals against Bahia. He continued to make waves with Cruzeiro and contributed to the club's involvement in the Copa do Brasil in 93 and the Minas Gerais State Championship in 94. Ronaldo made 34 appearances for the club and scored 34 goals. 94-96. In 94, Ronaldo made his first appearance for El Seleção on the 23rd of March in 94 in a friendly against Argentina. His senior goal for Brazil came on the 4th of May 94 in a 3-0 against Iceland. Ronaldo was part of the squad in the 1994 FIFA World Cup in the United States at the age of 17, but he did not play despite Brazil winning the tournament. PSV Eindhoven.
Linskens opnieuw. Ronaldo weer en weer een goal.
After the World Cup, Ronaldo joined PSV after being advised by his Brazilian teammate Romário, who had played for the team from 1988 to 93. Ronaldo scored 10 minutes into his debut against Vitesse and would then score a brace in his first match against Go Ahead Eagles. Ronaldo managed to net 30 goals in his first season with 7 braces and 1 hat-trick. He earned praises from Rudi Voller after scoring a hat-trick in the 94-95 UEFA Cup, with Voller saying, "Never in my life have I seen an 18-year-old play this way." Ronaldo's second season at PSV was marred by a knee injury, which kept him out for most of the campaign, but he still averaged nearly a goal a game, scoring 19 goals in 21 appearances, including a UEFA Cup 4-goal haul against Finnish side. Apologies if I butchered this one, but I'll just call it Maipa. With PSV, Ronaldo won the Dutch Cup in 96 and he was the Eredivisie top scorer in 95. In his 2 seasons at the club, he scored 54 goals in 58 matches. Olympics. Ronaldo had to use the name Ronaldinho in the Olympics in 96. No, not that Ronaldinho, that's a separate video entirely. This was because Brazilian centre-back Ronaldo Guiaro, who was 2 years his senior, was also playing in that team. 96-97. After stellar performances at PSV, Ronaldo was in the crosshairs for Inter and Barcelona. It was Barcelona that was willing to pay the then world record fee of 15 million euros. He went on to score 47 goals in 49 games in all competitions and led Barca to a UEFA Cup triumph where he scored the winning goal in the final. The 96 season culminated with him winning the FIFA World Player of the Year, becoming the youngest player to win the award at just 20. He also won La Liga top scorer in 97 with 34 goals in 37 appearances. 97 to 2002, Inter Milan. Despite Barcelona wanting to sign Ronaldo until 2006, also doubling his salary, Ronaldo ended up spending just one season at Camp Nou. This was because of issues in the contract renegotiations. A deal in principle was agreed, but ultimately the deal collapsed. In the summer of 97, Inter Milan signed him for a then record fee of 26 million euros, making him the second player after Diego Maradona to break the world record twice. Ronaldo signed for 5 years with Inter, and he adapted the Italian style of the game in his first season, finishing with 25 Serie A goals and was named Serie A Football Player of the Year. Ronaldo started to develop into a complete forward. He began racking up assists, becoming first choice penalty taker, taking and scoring free kicks. Halfway through his season, he won FIFA World Player of the Year for the second time and collected the Ballon d'Or. World Cup 98. After a successful season at Inter, Ronaldo's next stop was the World Cup in France. Jacob Steinberg of The Guardian wrote, "In 1998, no one was as ferociously talented as Ronaldo, whose supernatural mixture of power, pace and skill had made him the player every child in the playground wanted to be. At the age of 21, the hopes and dreams of a nation rested on his shoulders. Ronaldo scored 4 goals and completed 3 assists en route to the final and was very instrumental in Brazil's advancement into the tournament. Just hours before the final game against France, Ronaldo suffered a convulsive fit. He was then removed from the starting lineup 72 minutes before the match, prompting that Edmundo replace him. Ronaldo is said to have pleaded with the then coach Mario Zagallo to be reinstated and that he was fine. Well, his request was granted.
Of course.
All focus was on the Brazilian. He wasn't really himself, many questioning the decision to let him play in the final. Despite suffering a fit 6 hours before the match, Ronaldo would suffer an injury after a collision with French goalie Fabien Barthez. Brazil lost that final, with the hosts winning the trophy, but Ronaldo was named player of the tournament. 99 to 2002. Ronaldo was at the time regarded the best player in the world, but he was phenomenal during his first 2 years at Inter. Inter had high hopes going into the 99-2000 season, with their attack including Ronaldo, Italian stars Roberto Baggio and Christian Vieri. However, on the 21st of November, during a Serie A match, Ronaldo felt his knee buckle and was forced to limp off the field. A medical examination confirmed that the striker had ruptured a tendon in his knee and would require surgery. During his first comeback on the 12th of April in 2000, he played only 6 minutes during the first leg of the Coppa Italia final against Lazio before suffering a complete rupture of the kneecap tendons. Ronaldo's physiotherapist, Nilton Petron, stated his kneecap actually exploded and called it the worst football injury he had ever seen. World Cup 2002. Ronaldo missed the entire 2000-2001 season because of injuries. 2 operations and physiotherapy meant Ronaldo would return to the 2002 World Cup hosted by South Korea and Japan. Ronaldo scored 8 goals, scoring against every opponent in the team except in the quarterfinals against England, of course. After the France 98 heartbreak, Brazil would win the World Cup this time around and Ronaldo was front and center. Ronaldo would win the FIFA World Cup Player of the Year for the 3rd time and also leave Italy for Spain, where he joined Real Madrid. Ronaldo left Milan having made 99 appearances and scoring 59 goals. 2002 to 2007, Real Madrid. Ronaldo made a move from Inter to Madrid for 45 million euro, and it has been reported his jersey sales broke all records on the first day. Ronaldo was part of the Galacticos era of global stars signed by the club every summer, which included Zinedine Zidane, Luís Figo, Roberto Carlos and David Beckham. Ronaldo was out due to an injury in October 2002. On his debut against Alaves, he scored twice, with the first goal finding the back of the net 61 seconds after he came on. In his first season, he won La Liga title and the Spanish Super Cup. The 2003-2004 season was slated to end with Madrid winning a treble, but injuries resurfaced again for Ronaldo towards the end of the season. Madrid lost the Copa del Rey final and were knocked out of the Champions League quarterfinals by AS Monaco. Ronaldo netted one of the fastest goals in Madrid's history, scoring after 15 seconds against Atletico on the 3rd of December in 2003. Ronaldo would make Madrid secure a victory against Barca for the first time at Camp Nou in 20 years. In 2006, Ronaldo featured in the World Cup in Germany as part of the Magic Quartet featuring Adriano, Ronaldinho and Kaká. The all-star Brazilian team was promoted as masters of Joga Bonito, the beautiful game. Although Brazil won their first 2 games against Croatia and Australia, Ronaldo was repeatedly jeered for being overweight and slow, but coach Carlos Alberto Pereira kept him in the starting lineup. With 2 goals against host Japan in the 3rd match, Ronaldo became the 20th player to score in 3 World Cups and also equaled the all-time World Cup final scoring record of 14 held by Gerd Müller. He then broke Müller's record in the round of 16 match against Ghana by scoring his 15th career World Cup goal. With his 3rd goal of the tournament, Ronaldo became only the 2nd player ever after Jürgen Klinsmann to score at least 3 goals in each of 3 World Cups. Brazil, however, were knocked out by France 1-0 with a goal by striker Thierry Henry in the quarterfinals. Ronaldo was awarded the bronze shoe as the 3rd highest goal scorer of the World Cup. In his final 2 seasons at Madrid, Ronaldo would miss a couple of games because of course injuries and drastic weight gain. In the end, Ronaldo completed his tenure at Madrid with 177 appearances and 103 goals. 2007 to 2009, AC Milan. Ronaldo would sign for AC Milan for €8 million, leaving Madrid as the club's leading goal scorer for his 4 seasons there. He wore the number 99 on his debut but played as a substitute. He would score a brace against Siena. Ronaldo would join the list of a few players to have played for both Inter and AC Milan in the derby, and was one of a few players to have scored for both rival teams in the Milan derby, the other players being Giuseppe Meazza, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Enrico Candiani and Aldo Cevernini. Funny enough, Ronaldo never won the Champions League and has been dubbed the best player to never win the UEFA Champions League. During the 2006 and 2007 season, though Milan won the 2006-07 title, Ronaldo was cup-tied with Madrid and ineligible to take part. Now gather here kids and let me explain what being cup-tied is. In association football, a player who has appeared for a football club during a knockout cup but subsequently transfers to another club is ineligible to play for the new club in the remainder of that season's cup competition. Such a player is said to be cup-tied. Ronaldo got close to Champions League success in 2003 when he helped Real Madrid to the semi-finals, in which they lost to Juventus. In 2008, Ronaldo would suffer a kneecap injury, which meant his season was over, and this was the 3rd time he had suffered such an injury.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
2009 to 2010. Because of his knee injury, Ronaldo's time at AC Milan was basically over. During his recovery, Ronaldo trained with Rio de Janeiro side Flamengo, and the club extended an invitation for El Fenômeno to join their club. However, Ronaldo opted to sign for league rivals Corinthians on a 1-year deal. Ronaldo, who had declared himself a Flamengo fan, was branded a phenomenal trader, and angry fans burnt Ronaldo shirts outside Flamengo headquarters. Ronaldo played his debut for the club on the 4th of March in 2009 in a Copa do Brasil match against, I'm sorry if I'm gonna butcher this one, Itumbira, coming on as a sub for Jorge Henrique. His first goal came against Palmeiras in a Campeonato Paulista match. His form had people calling for his reinstatement into the national team by fans. Ronaldo scored a brace against Santos, eventually helping the club win the Campeonato Paulista, scoring 10 goals in 14 games. Ronaldo also won his 2nd Copa do Brasil with Corinthians, earning a spot in the Copa Libertadores in 2010. Ronaldo finished his Brazilian Serie A 2009 campaign with 12 goals in 20 matches. From 2011 to retirement, Ronaldo signed a contract extension with Corinthians, which would see him at the club until the end of 2011. Frankly, because of his weight gain, Ronaldo was now more of a name, with little on the pitch to show. After Corinthians were knocked out of the Copa Libertadores in February of 2011, Ronaldo announced his retirement from football, capping an excellent 18-year career, citing pain and hyperthyroidism as reasons for hanging his boots. In his retirement address, he said, "It's very hard to leave something that made me so happy. Mentally, I wanted to continue, but I have to acknowledge that I've lost my body. The head wants to go on, but the body can't take anymore. I think of an action, but I can't do it the way I want to. It's time to go." So you might be wondering, what happened to Ronaldo? Well, a good career happened, punctuated by injuries. Ronaldo played the best he could despite dealing with hyperthyroidism, which meant he put on a lot of weight. He remains one of the greatest footballers to have ever lived. Outside of that, Ronaldo had appeared on The Simpsons season 18 episode titled Marge Gamer. The kid from Rio de Janeiro conquered the world and inspired many. And that's what happened to Ronaldo.